Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Love and War event that is going to be taking place. It starts, I believe, just a little bit after Valentine's Day and it lasts a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I'm not actually sure. We'll get into the event info in a second, but it is going to involve war. As you can see on your screen, you have got the old tank on the right hand side and the kind of war map background. We have had some issues with CRW in the last couple of weeks, so it looks like these things should hopefully be ironed out for this event, so war will be on the horizon before the end of February by the looks of things. You can see some heart-shaped balloons on the left-hand side, which will probably be the collection item. We'll get into the information here. And it says Love and War. The start time is as follows. It starts on the 13th of February, so just before Valentine's Day at 4 PM Pacific time, and it ends on the 6th of March at 4 PM Pacific time. Collect heart balloons from the Love and War missions and the daily login calendar. Exchange heart balloons in the grey market for weapon parts, advanced mythic tokens, and the Valentine's Day axe. And that is this weapon here, which in itself would be just pretty okay, but it's off trait because this is a strong weapon and there is elusive impair on here. We're going to just go over the stats. It has 45% HP, 40% defense, improved elusive impair. When being attacked, a 60% chance to impair the enemy and get elusive for 3 turns. And in the 4 slot, it has trait damage reduction. All incoming trait advantage damage against this character has the multiplier reduced by 30%. So overall, a pretty decent weapon. Like I said, it is off trait. You can't craft this in itself. It's a 60% chance to impair no matter what. You can craft that, but it is a strong weapon, like I said. So you can't even craft a lesser version of this on a strong character. So pretty cool to be able to pick this up. It also has very good base stats. You can get up to 55% defense and have 45% HP, or vice versa, 55% HP and you can get up to 45% defense. Or you could go for 50 of each. It's completely up to you. There's going to be heavy stats on this. What character you're going to use this on, it's up to you. It's going to be a defense team character primarily though. If we look at the actual grey market, we can see this is going to cost 12,000 heart balloons. We're going to have to do some quick maths to see how easy that is to come by. The limit of the collection is going to be just the 1. And then we can see other rewards. You can get 1,000 advanced mythic tokens, up to 30,000. So 3 pulls if you want to go for these. These are 400 heart balloons each. So if you wanted to just claim the axe or the advanced tokens, it's 12,000 for all of the claims on advanced tokens. So you can see the axe is worth 30,000 advanced tokens when it comes to the actual heart balloons. The reward here are gold gear medals, or at least gear medal choice box, will be 50 heart balloons. Again, 30 reward of 1,000 armory tokens, 100 heart balloons each, 5 blow torches, weapon part choice box 1 and weapon part choice box 2. Weapon part choice box 3 and elite weapon tokens. So these are just for your leftovers, or if there's a very specific weapon parts that you actually need. We'll go over the choice box rewards in near the end of the video, because it should list it at the bottom of the article like it normally does. But generally there's going to be things like tapes, that sort of thing. If there's a very specific item you want, well, this is pretty decent to get your hands on a lot of them. Here you can see the Love and War missions, and this is where you're going to have to actually do some warring, and this is why it looks like war should be, hopefully, fingers crossed, all kind of fixed up and sorted. When we did have some issues for the last couple of weekends. Complete all friendly duel missions, you get 400 heart balloons, and there is going to be another I think that's about another 6 missions to be able to do friendly duels. And then you have the same for arenas. Complete all battle or arena battle submissions, and there's another 6, and there's complete all war battle submissions, and then there's another 6. So there's about 21 times 4k or 4,000, 400 should I say. So just quick maths, that's going to be 8,500 or 8,400, something like that. Or a little bit more actually. It could be a little bit more, but basically there's going to be nearly 10k there. So pretty much with this login calendar on top, as long as you do all the missions, you're going to be able to get that weapon and have some extra tokens or extra balloons on top to be able to claim that weapon if you so wish. You're going to be able to get at least 6,300 heart balloons from this. So more than just half the weapon just from logging in every day, which is actually pretty decent. You can no doubt buy some heart balloons if you so wish, if you like some of the prices of the other stuff in terms of the value for per heart balloon. Here are the choice box contents. You can see the gear models. It's going to be 5 gold, 5 silver, 5 bronze, 10 steel. So I think the best thing to go for it here would be 10 steel or 5 gold, just because of, you know, compared to the other stuff. Weapon parts choice box, varnish, engine grease. Number 2, cutting fluid, machinist file. Then you have the spray paint, super glue, or glued, but that's super glue and duct tape. So I know spray paint, super glue, and duct tape, as much as they're kind of like different items, there's no like particular item that corresponds with the duct tape in here. These are very harder to come by items. A lot of people are short on these 3, so it looks like they've made a specific box just for these ones, which is kind of cool. That's the end of the actual selection of rewards. Looks like you're going to be able to get in the region of 14 to 16,000 heart balloons by completing everything. Like I said before, the weapon's 12,000. All of the advanced tokens would be 12,000. You can mix and match. You can completely go for the one thing over the other. It's obviously up to you whether you think this weapon is worth going for. Probably won't see it again, you know, unless they bring it back in an offer, which is generally going to be like $15 when they brought weapons back in, you know, in the past. But it has taken them a year to do that sometimes, so you might not see this for a very, very long time, if at all. And like I say, it's off trait, so it is actually a kind of a cool weapon in my opinion. But that's it for a little look at the Love and War event. There is a weapon up for grabs. It is exclusive to the event. We have seen these weapons come around a couple of times where they've come out in events, and it's been a long time if they even come around at all. So if you're on the fence and you're not sure, and you maybe want to think about picking up a later date, sometimes they don't come back around, and if they do, you might have to go into the offer section and pick it up for like $15 to $20. So if you're happy to do that, that's fine. Right now, I can't really think of any particular character that could work on to a really good standard, except someone like Circuit. But I think Circuit's base weapon is just so good that you wouldn't want to replace it. So maybe there's going to be a strong character on the horizon. Hopefully that's accessible as well, just so that people get to use the weapon they just, you know, grinded towards getting as well. This is going to be about a 3-week event. You need to do arenas, you need to do friendly duels, and war. So by the looks of things, potentially 2 CRWs on the horizon, or maybe a CRW and a Blitz. We'll have to wait and see for future announcements there. Hopefully everything's going to work when it comes to war, because there were some issues with some beta updates recently in terms of some characters getting a bit messed around. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see and keep our fingers crossed when it comes to that sort of thing. But the idea is there is going to be war, guys, because it's in the missions. That's the idea. But that's the end of my little preview on this event. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, guys. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.